Hey peeps, it's Tonia from Fit Powerfully, where I provide workshops, guides, events, contract templates, and other resources to help you set up your fitness and wellness brand properly and legally protect your amazing brand and business. Okay, quick disclaimer. Let's get that legal out of the way. Today's talk is for educational purposes only. Nothing in this talk is intended as or should be construed as legal advice, nor does accessing, listening to, or engaging with this content create an attorney-client relationship with me or with Tanya Fisher IP Law. If you need legal advice, please consult an attorney in your jurisdiction and preferably one that is familiar with your business. All right, we got my legal out of the way. Let's talk about getting your legal house in order ASAP. If you haven't heard from me in a while, well, it's because I kind of burned out on business coaching, and I actually just knew that there really was readily available and accessible information out there, especially at this point, to help you with setting up your fitness businesses properly and making sure that they were legally sound and protected. But for the last 6 weeks, and I'll definitely even say the last 6 days, I have seen and heard some things that made me realize that it's definitely not true that there's information out there, or just that it's hard to find. And I understand, because I tried to find information myself and resources, and I actually came up short because I was going to recommend something or someone to someone else, and then I couldn't find much. So this just can't continue like this, okay? We need your businesses to flourish and endure because we need the positive representation and the impact that your businesses make in our communities and in the fitness industry overall, globally, okay? So not having your legal ducks in a row is not an option, and that's fine. I got you, all right? I want you to know this isn't a reflection on you as a business owner either. You don't know what you don't know. You know how to provide amazing fitness and health and wellness experiences, right? You're not lawyers or accountants. And for those of you who are, that's not your focus right now, right? Your focus is providing these amazing fitness and wellness experiences and businesses, and fitness and business law might not even be your area. But whatever the case, it's up to those of us who do know to be of service. And really, again, I've been looking, and I'm just not seeing much in the way of help to get you and your fitness and wellness businesses set up properly. And I'm definitely not finding a lot of things that'll truly help you be protected and make sure that not only you are protected, your brand, your business, and even your customers and clients. And you know I'm here. I'm particularly not seeing anything for Black and brown fitness and wellness businesses. Nothing new, right? So I'm concerned because it takes me back to 2009, when I started out my fitness studio and I couldn't find help and resources that I need. I mean, it worked out for me because I happen to be an attorney, and still, I was a trademark attorney, right? At that time, I did not need a trademark attorney. Matter of fact, I never did actually trademark my brand name. So imagine I sort of didn't know what was going on. The only reason why that I understood how to set my business up is because I was actually just trying to adhere to the laws and regulations, from the legal standpoint. So I knew to be a little bit more proactive and do a lot more research and get background into what was needed to actually have a business that was functional and that was compliant so that it would endure and that I could actually offer the services and the type of services that I wanted to offer. But believe you me, that took a lot. Like I was doing a lot of research and not a lot of business building. And even think about that. All that I was doing, I was a lawyer. I got it. My business was flourishing. But you want to know something? My business closed down because I didn't know commercial real estate law. Yes. It got shut down because of a commercial real estate issue. And like about signing contract, but no one really told me how important it was to like read it and make sure that it was, I mean, I knew to read it, but to make sure that it was being followed the way it should have been in the ins and outs about really what should have been in there to protect me more. And it was just devastating and something that possibly could have been avoided. And look, that was 15 years ago, a little less than that. But things shouldn't be the same for you, right? You should have numerous options and resources and places and spaces to find information and help you specifically need for your fitness business. Now, I can go on and on about why Black and brown fitness and wellness businesses do not have or see a lot of support based on just a lack of representation in the fitness industry. You don't see Black and brown people that much, and there's a lack of support and respect and value of the Black and brown fitness businesses. Yeah, you're starting to see more possibly, but look at the positions, look at the businesses, look at the celebration and representation of them within the overall community, right? And yeah, we got a little bit of recognition years ago when the pandemic was at its height and the George Floyd murder was being televised and talked about daily. But we see that has faded, and they are now in all industries, not just in the fitness industry, retracting on diversity and inclusivity initiatives. So there's not a lot of support. And yeah, that's a talk for another day. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about that. But right now, in regard to the legal information we were receiving then, it still was health focused, right? It was protecting yourself due to the pandemic. And all the lawyers were out talking then, like you heard all about the law. But still, it was mostly on pandemic matters, not your everyday legal matter and the needs that you have for your business functioning and sustainably being successful. So that leads me to the point of why it's so important that you have information that will help you know how to protect your business. Fitness businesses are businesses where you are substantially affecting someone's life with your services and products. It's a high risk, life changing, as in alive today, gone tomorrow kind of thing, business. We're talking about bodily injury, even death, right? Mental health, etc., etc. We associate a lot of like that harm, maybe damage, liability with fitness studios or equipment. But what about those of us who are providing food and drink products and services, behavioral health coaching, right? You are still substantially affecting the life of someone, right? And you can, there could be serious harm, physical, psychological, and emotional, right? You're dealing with someone's physical, psychological, and emotional health. And again, even death could result in some of the things that we do. So it's very, very, very important that you protect yourself and your business, and of course, your clients and customers and members. So the little things you don't know can actually cause big problems. Again, a lot of the information out there, fitness studios, right? But not everyone has a fitness studio or are coaches or even organized in a running group What about my fitness apparel businesses, my fitness tech, wearable tech, healthy foods and drinks again? Many of you may actually need more in depth and kind of complex legal help because you have issues that are even more prevalent with liability than fitness studios. Like, what about wearable tech, where you're collecting vital, sensitive information, right, just to offer your products and services? So, what do you want to do? You want to make sure that you're up to date with privacy laws, and that's on top of having to make sure that you're adhering to all of the fitness industry regulations for, affecting someone's actual life. So you might be 2 times as vulnerable as someone else because you're regulated by more than one industry, okay? So while everyone is telling you how easy it is to start a fitness business and teach online, and it seems that, it's not that financially, taxing, and there's not much overhead. All you need to do is get an LLC. Taking a deep breath on that one. Understand that there's a lot of missing pieces, a lot of missing links. And I equate it a little bit with the marketing in the digital product or passive income industry, right? Oh, everyone can do it. All you have to do is get online. This is all you have to do. 5 little steps and you can have your business. You can make $100,000 being a trainer, right? Whatever. You're going to lose all your money because the way that the fitness business is, it doesn't allow you to play the little dabble games that convince you that you can just open a business with $2, and especially not for Black and brown fitness and wellness businesses. We need you in our communities, okay? We need you to be successful and not successful for 5 minutes. We need you to be successful for 5 generations or more. So I can't have you losing all your money and I can't have you shut down, okay? So we got to make sure that you know what to look for, understand it, and that you are protecting yourself. So I'm going to start posting and sharing important information that I think will be useful and very helpful in helping you get the knowledge you need, then to understand what you need, okay, to know what is going on and to be able to take action on it. And then I'm going to actually help you with the strategies that you can implement so that you can protect your amazing brand, so you can offer your extraordinary brand experiences without worrying about if you have your ducks in a row, if you're doing everything you can to keep your business afloat, right? You don't want to worry about, oh God, is my business going to shut down? Or if you're about to lose your kid's college fund, or if any trip that you will ever plan for the rest of your life, you're not going to be able to take because all your money is gone and somebody sued you or something happened and you're no longer able to do business for the next 5 to 10 years in what you love to do, okay? So we're going to have none of that because you're going to be informed, all right? So in the meantime, as I start just putting together and putting out this content that I have for you, if you have any questions, just DM me or ask the questions in the comments, whatever you need. And of course, you can always schedule a 20-minute free consultation with me, especially if you have specific questions about trademarks, regulatory compliance, and just being properly set up and protected. Your questions, you got to know, they're really important to me because they help me create the content and speak to you, speak to your like specific needs, what you need. I know that there's so much and so many important things that you actually need to know. There are, and I'm going to get those out to you. But what do you need to know specifically right now? I'm putting together some guides, but I might be talking about trademarks one day, and you specifically need to know what to put into your membership contracts, what to do to make sure that you have all of the proper clauses and provisions with your online policies, what to have with your coaching agreements and the like. So let me know what is very, very urgent to you and ask questions. Oh my goodness, ask questions. I will get that content out to you and I will answer the questions, because whatever questions you have, rest assured, someone else has that same question and they need to know it ASAP too. All right. So that's about it. I'm really, really excited to be of service. I'm sorry there's not that much information out there. That's okay though. I got you. And I'm actually going to find other resources as well. But I'm excited to see your amazing businesses flourish. And I really do see so many out there, and that is great. And you all are really doing amazing things. So I want to support and celebrate you as well, and make sure that you have the information and the knowledge that you need, and have it so that it's easily and quickly available to you, so that you can continue to succeed and to make positive change in your communities and endure for the long run. And definitely, seriously, do not be afraid to reach out to me because you think you can't afford a lawyer, an attorney. 90% of what I offer, those resources that I offer, they're to help get you protected without engaging me as an attorney. That's actually the purpose of my business. So you do not have to engage me as an attorney. So that I have information that's accessible and effective for helping you in your business. And you'll soon see. I love to share what I know, and I love to see people succeed. Plus, I can't and I do not represent everyone, okay? So I need to have that information out there so you can get it. And that's why, I create these DIY resources that actually truly benefit you. And if they're not free, I make sure that they're affordable to you, whether you're making $100 or $1,000,000, right? I'm trying to make sure that you make the $1,000,000 and that you positively impact 1,000,000 in your community, okay? So, again, all right, that's what I'm all about. And while you'll soon be seeing so much of me from now on, you can follow me here at Fit Powerfully, and that's the handles I have on Instagram, Threads, YouTube, everything, right? And then there's fitpowerfully.com. And again, if you need immediate help, what are you going to do? You are going to schedule a 20-minute consultation with me. It's free, and we'll see how we can get your fitness and wellness brand and business flourishing, and most importantly, legally protected. All right. Here's to building brands that not only inspire, but endure, okay? That's what it's about. All right. Cups up, as I usually say, and cheers to your success. We'll chat soon, like really soon. You're going to be hearing so much from me. All right, DM me, comment, schedule that free consultation ASAP. Can't wait to see your amazingness, support you, and celebrate you. Take care, and we'll chat soon.